How the fuck could anybody be so fucking into this Queen Elizabeth when her favorite son, is often reported, favorite son, Prince Andrew, he was so close to that fucker Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, William Jefferson Clinton. And look, the reality is this. As a father, it's different. It is way different than a mother, okay? But maybe the mothers say, my children can never do anything wrong, you know? I look at my children, they can never do anything wrong. I'm always finding a way to defend them, even their, like, what would be considered as a parent egregious actions that they did to the others, to another sibling, or another child, another one of my children, which would be, I guess, their sibling. I'll be telling you say that. Why do they cherish her so much after this stuff comes out? What do you do as a parent, when you find out, like, what are you doing as a parent to cause your child? I kind of feel like, well, the reality is this. I do know that what I've done in moderation, my children have done in excess. Funny thing is, I'm not into drums. Jason Jr. got into playing drums. I'm like, WTF, what's up? Fine, that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. All right. Haven got into playing the piano. That's cool. All right, whatever. I don't know where that came from. Playing basketball makes no sense. That's what I thought. I mean, whatever. If you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. He played it, but I mean, it's like... I guess I do, but I firmly believe this, that whatever, I see it in other parents too, like, the drugs, me, it's like a given, automatic, no alcohol, no cigarettes, no vaping, no, I mean, I don't even do white refined sugar. That's been coming out of my diet. Not been coming. It's, I mean, I got these elevation bars. They got 1 gram of sugar in them. And, I've done these outshine bars, which they say it's like a E kind of, what's that letter? E, erythritol, or whatever it is, sugar, which still, sugar is a sugar, okay? But, and sugars are narcotic. No narcotics in my diet at all. And when I say diet, I mean, yeah, weed, okay? No, that's, it's not a gateway. The gateway for more drugs is sugar. Cow's milk cheese, yeah. 97% of Americans do cow's milk cheese. But yeah, of course, my children, they didn't do any white refined sugar. Are you serious? No soft drinks. They wanted water and hot tea. Which, of course, they're not going to know their father anymore. But they're much older now, and their mother went where she went. She did what she did. But think about what is causing these children to do this stuff that this Prince Andrew dude potentially did. And I can't, there's no excuse to even be near Epstein, all right? You look at my life, my life, okay? Just take a quick look at it. I've been kicked out of many churches. Kicked out of Church on the Rise. Go look up Church on the Rise and, those words. Look up UPCI, United Pentecostal Church of Christ, in Parma. Of course, that was Paul Andre. We got into some debates about birth control and the issues of they want to regulate what they call abortion. So that's kind of why I got kicked out of there. Now, they're supposed to be a radical, conservative, very political church. And then, of course, Parma UPCI, Joshua Banyan, you can look that up. People said, hey, you should go befriend him, Jason. He's into basketball, likes the Cavs. Back then, LeBron James was a big thing in Cleveland still. I mean, he still is, but, we watched the games in Cleveland. I reached out to him, so we can maybe watch a game together or hang out, play some basketball. Never want nothing to do with me. These are, and then, of course, look up William Venus, Venes, in my fantasy football league. He's a one dude and he's friends with my dad. That's how I got into the fantasy football league. He's in a fantasy football league with me. So one dude, for whatever reason, want to be around me. And he'd smoke weed. Another pothead. But You can see their name in public record. Probably Google their name. Oh, I don't even want to like Google on this. I could do it right now if I wanted to for y'all, but whew, man. So just think about this though. Like what is, the. I know. I mean, I'm big Belichick fan. Okay, big time. But like the reality is this. Yeah, he's had some coaches that didn't really. I guess you could say they went astray or whatever, but they weren't just totally awesome. As you think, Bill Parcells. That's where he came from. Okay. But you talk about the tree, the coaching tree. Obviously, Steve Kerr didn't come from. Wait a minute, he did come from Phil Jackson. He came off of yeah, he came from Phil Jackson. Wow, I just thought about that. I like Lenny Wilkens. Where did Pops come from? This is San Antonio Spurs. But the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Why was Prince Andrew? I want to see that kid's life radically fucking change. If you see my name associated with somebody, like my closest friends, whatever that might be, Donald Bogner, obviously, I've known him since 2001. We've got a great relationship. And there's some other guys, you can just Google their names. It's like people I've known for more than 20 years, and it's clean. I'm not going to tolerate anything that's just, drugs is the first thing, all right? You can see that, you can smell that, Alcohol's a big one too, my family, it's everywhere, but just being so closely associated with that queen. I've been in people's homes where they would have like Princess Diana. They had the paintings or portraits and stills on their wall of these people, and even Queen Elizabeth, like she's some kind of heralded god of all gods. Look at her fucking. I look at people's children a lot, and I see where they're coming from in their relationship, and it's the husband and the wife, or most of America, not most, by about 40%, children will never even know their biological children. Children are born without their father, never know their biological father. My first daughter. It's not that I was escaping and staying away from. No, my wife got up and left. She's a liar. She said I was abusing her somehow. Like you think of abuse like you get a split lip and a black eye. My record's perfect, y'all. I don't know what This is mental shit coming out. BPD extreme. I think I saw a big gecko out there. They're like little alligators. Did you know that? Or even like big lizards. And let's see here. What else? God, my second wife. 5th child with her. And I wasn't there for the birth. And then, of course, blessing wasn't there for the birth, but but hey, maybe God's not so much protecting me, but just like you think about this Prince Andrew guy, and she was his favorite son, Elizabeth. Oh my God. Just think about this, y'all, and I pray for peace for y'all and serenity, yeah. Dignity, character, integrity. You don't even hear those words too often. Like people don't even care about it. And the media is just worshiping this lady. How do I know this stuff? I don't have, I don't do the television thing. I have caught some things on, the various media where I go, and of course, YouTube, watching some videos. She's so holier than thou that people couldn't even touch her. Yet this is a woman. I'd have a severe problem if my children did something like so radical, like what the hell? You're supportive of cannabis, like being some kind of what the hell? No, you've never been sick in this entire. Okay, we actually did use Benadryl for my son one time. He got stung by a bee on his eye, and then of course got stung again on his ear. So we have used drugs on our children. Drugs. So maybe that's what they're gonna. But like, well, where did you learn this stuff? They always the commercials even say, "I learned it from you, Dad. I learned it from you, Mom." Where did Prince Andrew get this support, and where do you learn this stuff?